What's up, guys? This is Kavosky Irvin. Sorry, my voice is cracking. This is Kavosky Irvin, the host of the Humming Podcast. We're gonna restart that. Never mind. We're not gonna restart. We're gonna let the bloopers be. I learned that one from Gary. I learned that from Gary, man. This is the host of the Humming Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. There is no visual portion of this podcast here. This is gonna be a full audio, just like most of the recent ones have been. But just as you know, we have so many beautiful things happening in society right now. According to growth, change, demand statements, basketball, football, sports. I mean, we have beautiful things going on. Tennis, we have pickleball, we have superstars, celebrities, dating, fashion, beautiful things to learn about. And this is the Humming Podcast. We love talking about the fact of being human, how special this is. Gary often says, this is Gary Vaynerchuk. He often says, the percentage of you being born on this earth is like 120,000 billion. Like, it's such a rare instance that you will be born right now in the middle of all of this. And if you are not doing anything to stomp, like to stomp your imprint into this life, what the F are you doing? That's what he was saying. He would throw it out there. Cause listen, Gary is a firecracker. Some people are different. Gary's different. I support Gary Vaynerchuk. He has said some things make me want to meet up with him and be like, Gary, what does that mean, bro? Like, what do you mean when you say that, bro? Like, seriously, express this to me, bro. I want to know, bro. But I'm not the type of guy who I'm gonna let a man be a man and do what he do. You ain't gonna agree with everything another man say. That's what make y'all different. But that's what a lot of times that's what separates y'all. And their disagreements may set them up for something, and your disagreements may set you up for something. But if y'all can have a agreement on something bigger than just your little small disagreement, then that's when you will have success as partners. Look, whoa. We getting on a tangent. I'm sorry. But like I started out talking about all the humans. Guys, these humans that I speak about, it's all tied into the Humans of the Oceanscience Book Club. You know the book club, the Humans of the Oceanscience Book Club, where we read children's books, we read novels, we break down books section by section, talking about the author, the illustrator, all the little details that went into the making of the book, just like people do with TV shows. But I took it a little bit further. I said, guys, as long as you follow me, we will break down books, we will study books, and all you have to do is call in, text, or send me messages, emails, and let me know what books you want to read, what you would like to hear about books that we're already reading or books that we've already read about, who you want to know about, what fun facts you have about certain women or men in history. Guys, I love these things. I'm a science geek. Not only do I love science and biology and earth science and different things like that, but guys, I also love physics and chemistry and physiology and the ways of the heart and mind. I love these things, and I welcome these questions and these tips that you guys can bring to me. I wanted to get on here and share something that was special to me. I like art. This morning, as I got home and had a few conversations with my loved ones, I finished those things up with a glass of coffee, or a cup of coffee, or mug of coffee, however you want to put it. And I went into my room, turned on a Prime TV, and I was watching Bob Ross. I love to watch Bob Ross live. He's not here right now, but he has a live channel. And so I pulled out my canvas pulled out my paint, my utensils. And so, guys, I'm going to post a picture of my most recent painting from Bob Ross's illustrations. And what he says in the video is, listen, everybody is an individual. I don't teach you how to draw so that you will draw exactly like me, but I teach you how to draw so you will have techniques. And so you can go out and be your own creative, paint it just how you see. And that's special. So when I show you guys the work that I painted this morning as I worked with Bob Ross in the background, and he was talking and telling me he would have made it through 3 paintings before I finished my single one. And it was, in the eyes of the everyday consumer, it was nowhere near as special as his was. But it was special in my perspective. And every time I look at it, I mean, just from this morning, I think, man, I have a gift for this special thing because this is something that I do with my heart and I find joy in it. I have a gift here, and I express this gift, and I will not lose this gift because this is a gift that I enjoy and I find enjoyment in. So yeah, I will be posting that image of that painting from Bob Ross, maybe through my Instagram, maybe through Instagram, Facebook, and X. So you will have those links. I just got out of the gym. I'm pretty exhausted. I did get home and ate some ribs, and I had some pasta. So I'm full right now. I haven't slept today. I got off work this morning about 5:30, and I've been up ever since. So I need to give me a nap before I go back to work tonight. So let's get into what I wanted to read from you guys. Daniel Arsham is a Instagram influencer. Not only is he an Instagram influencer, but he's a real life artist in New York. I don't know if he stays in the New Jersey or the New York area, but he's up in that area. And so he has a book that dissects his ways as a creator. And I'm gonna go to page 19 when we talk about architecture. And I'm gonna read the very first one just because. I make architecture do things that it's not supposed to do. That's a quote. These are quotes from Daniel Arsham. He said he makes architecture do things that it's not supposed to do. I once read in his book that he had a perspective of he wanted to bring the future to the now as the now visits the past. This is me using paraphrasing his what he said, but that's the gist of what he's doing in his work. He uses the future to touch the now and to revisit the past through his work. And you can see it in the work that he does. His name is Daniel Arsham, and his work is iconic to me. I find it very unique, and I enjoy it. So let's give Daniel Arsham a sweet and beautiful round of applause, guys. Let's do it. Guys. Yes, he's worthy of all those sweet and beautiful things. But right now, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty. So, why are we podcasting today? Well, I'm working on my new book. There I said it. I have a new book called, I'm not going to say what it's called. Not today. Sorry. Tune in next week. But I have a new book coming out. This book is going to be about evangelism. It's going to be about the everyday young man. It's going to be about the older man. It's going to be about the things going on in today. It's going to be about where do I see things going in the future. be about. It's gonna be my biggest one. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna do my big one. You know what I'm saying? That's the saying today's age. I'm finna do my big one for real, for real. And so I'm not finna play. I'm not finna mess around because I'm excited about this. This new book coming out. I want all of you guys to own a copy, and I want you guys to see my perspective for my perspective alone, because this is all I got. I mean, all I have is my own perspective in this life. No matter where I go on this earth, it's just my perspective. If I go to the most beautiful place on the island or in the world or on an island, if my perspective is not correct and I'm not seeing this place as beautiful, I'm gonna miss it. So this is my big one. I want to see this right, and I want you guys to be able to see it how I see it in this work. And when I was in the beginning stages of writing, it wasn't like that. I just wanted to get the work out because I wanted you guys to understand that I was doing something new in my life. And I was excited about it. I was super excited to be doing something new that I knew as a young child I could do. I knew I could write books. I knew I could teach. I knew I could educate. I knew I could dissect research. And I knew I could come across to my fellow human beings in a way that only someone who cares does. Only someone who cares for the fellow man does. Like, there's many things in life that you could do. Many things in life who you can be. Many people in life that you see what I'm saying? Many things in life that you could be. Like jobs or careers, like stuff like that. But I'm I'm a leader naturally at heart. And a leader, I'm not always the chosen leader. Sometimes that hurts, but I'm okay with that. I'm not always the chosen leader because sometimes individuals will. My generation, first and foremost, will choose based on, like looks and popularity and things like this. Things that are superficial, things that don't get you to the end result, things that don't get you to a happy ending, things that don't get you to a thriving ending. But you get me, you get what I'm saying. So listen, at the end of the day, when it comes down to me being a podcaster and a book writer and someone who loves doing what I do, I'm happy that you guys are on this journey with me and that you guys get to see what I do. I'm gonna go on X real quick because it's man, I enjoy it. Big out. I'm gonna share my screen. I can see my screen right now. Thank you. It's not gonna work. I have to be doing 100% video. I'm pretty sure. I can share my screen because it wouldn't make sense if I was able to that. This is a audio podcast, so sorry about that. You're not doing it. Yeah. One thing about me is I've I'm like a hermit crab when it comes to society. I get out and do things, but I don't only get out and do things. I get out and be me, and I'm proud of it. I go and I handle the business. I go and I talk to people. I brighten people's days consistently. But sometimes here lately, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've just wanted to. I've been so in such a focused mind state that I leave some places that I go to feeling kind of like I left something there, and that ain't me. I like to eat. I like to eat everything on my plate when I'm there. If anytime, I mean, because I'm working hard, man. I'm working hard, and I've taken a lot of L's, and I sometimes it get me sad, and so I don't like taking I don't like working really hard and then feeling like it didn't get me a single place. And it's when I'm not doing this for me, but for a greater cause. Like I'm literally trying to help out individuals, and like I know struggle is real. And if we don't work together, then we ain't gonna have a you ain't gonna reach something. And so I try to do. I know my part is crucial. It's crucial for me because just like a comedian was crucial at one period in time, comedians were powerful in communities. They bring excitement, they bring knowledge, they bring news, they bring joy, they bring laughter, they bring community. And just as those guys were necessary, I feel that my work is necessary. I feel that my writing is necessary, and I want to bring my happiness. I want to bring my humor. I want to show you guys my depth. I want to show you guys the things I find interesting. I want to show you guys how uniquely well I can write. I want to show you these cool things that only can be reflected through a paper and black ink. And it's okay. I don't want to have to sit there and read the whole book for you. I want you to be able to see it because you see it for yourself. That's how I want it to be. I don't want it to be because I'm sitting there pushing it down your throat. I want it to be because listen, you felt that I had a message to deliver to you, and you were willing to take a chance on me by giving me a little piece of your time and listen and reading that book that I wrote. I hope that I can come across in that powerful way for just some people, if not all, but you know, not all, but most. Not all, not all, but most. I want to come across well. Listen. So here is here's the gist. Here's the tea. So every day, pretty much every day, I find myself reading. For the last year, I find myself reading a book. Pretty much every day, I pick up a book. I haven't been far from books since I read my first one. Every day, I'm finding new books, looking for books, finding books, buying books, selling books. These things every day. And so now I'm to the point where I don't only read books, I watch shows, and I do all these things. And these things help me get better at writing and understanding the perspectives that go into them. And that helps. And I just want to continue this work. I'm gonna continue to bring work from a perspective, just like in my first book that I described, from the jaws of a young black man, from the jaws of a young black man in this world, a new perspective, a new vision, a new goal. Guys, it's not bad because it's new. It's new. Information is good. This is the information area or era. It's not bad because it's new. It's good. Focus on that. You're good. We're good. Bob Ross said, he said, you can do it. He said, I don't feel nervous to do it, and you certainly shouldn't. So listen, you shouldn't feel bad about not being perfect. No, nobody's perfect. But if you make a mistake, run with it, roll with it. Because listen, just like Bob Ross said, if you make a mistake, this is I mean, just like it's helping to create the perfect picture for you, your person, you, whoever you are. It's helping. So don't give up on that about yourself. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. I promise. You good. You got this. And this is the Humming Podcast with Kavasky Irvin. I'm gonna stop this one now, and we're gonna pop it back in. But I want you guys to focus on having a special day, a good day. If this is the only podcast you listen to for the week, have a great day. This is the Humming Podcast. Your host Kavasky Irvin. I will talk to you guys later.